Now at 6, a major new development in a 7 on your side investigation at Walter Reed. The Army now taking action against a man who videotaped a sex act. Grit and a remarkable friendship helping a local golfer with Parkinson's play through.
Hold on 5,000 times last 3 years. Yeah.
Carrying on through every swing and tumble with a smile against the inevitable.
We begin this evening out with the premature celebration that gave Redskins fans yet another reason to shake their heads. Rookie quarterback Dwayne Haskins missing from the final play of the rare win because he was with the crowd taking a selfie.
ABC 7 Sports' Robert Burton joins us with new reaction tonight. And Robert, we're seeing a split reaction in the ABC 7 Insta poll.
Yeah.
What's the coach saying tonight?
Well, okay, he gets it, but at the same time, like, you need to be on the field, right? Okay, so we all do it. The moment so magical, we have to make sure we file it away forever. Selfies, that's what I'm talking about. Dwayne Haskins took one during a moment he'll never forget, and maybe for all the wrong reasons.
It was disappointing.
And that's the reaction from Redskins interim head coach Bill Callahan after Dwayne Haskins missed the final play in yesterday's win over the Lions. He was taking a selfie with fans.
I look up and we're in victory. I said, oh, I thought the game was over with already, but I get it next time.
That move didn't sit too well with some Redskins fans and former players.
He got to be focused on the game till the game's over. I'll even back down for a moment for the interest of a fan when a lot of them have bailed out and quit. So if you're doing something, if our ball players are doing something for the fans and that, I'm still going to reprimand them, but it'll be a nice hug, not a swat.
Now, Haskins won't face a fine, but Callahan says it's a great learning experience.
I think he'll learn more than it would be just any finable offense that you could ever give somebody. I think the message is pretty clear.
However, Callahan didn't let the selfie issue take away from some positive things that Haskins did in yesterday's win.
I thought he took a real step in the fourth quarter at crunch time where we needed him. He made plays with his feet. He escaped the pocket, made a positive first down. You know, I thought he performed under pressure as well as you can possibly perform. And that's the exciting dynamic about his play.
All right, and we also have to remember that that's the first time the Redskins won at home in over a year. Nearly 400 days, okay? So we're all excited. Like I said, Bill Callahan was sort of like, yeah, I get it. I understand it's your first win, but there was still like 10 seconds left on the clock. You got to be out there.
He was overcome by joy.
He was, exactly. And that's why I am so happy for him. Very happy for him. But you got to be on the field. Yep.
Thanks very much. Other news now, major development to tell you about an exclusive 7 on your side investigation that exposed claims of a U.S. Army soldier videotaping sex acts at Walter Reed Hospital. Here's I-Team investigator Scott Taylor. Scott?
E4 Specialist Alonza Parker, who last week was charged in connection with these sex tape allegations, was just reduced to the lowest enlisted rank by the Army and discharged from service under other than honorable conditions. Parker's ex-boyfriend handed over videos to the Army and 7 on your side more than a year ago that included claims the videos were shot inside Walter Reed Hospital, including a video his ex claims Parker was exposing himself next to shelves with sterilized equipment. Last week, Parker was criminally charged by the Army with indecent visual recording, violation of a military protective order, and conduct of a nature to bring discredit upon the armed forces. He can't re-enlist now and loses a large amount of his benefits. So far, the Army will not confirm or deny that any of the videos were shot inside Walter Reed. You can see our complete I-Team investigation on WJLA.com under the 7 on your side tab. Scott Taylor, ABC 7 News.
Happening now in Charles County, a protest outside the Board of Education. The parents of a 9-year-old girl allegedly assaulted on the playground at Gale Bailey Elementary School. They're calling for the principal and vice principal to be fired. They accuse school officials of not doing enough when the girls went to them for help. A 4th grade boy faces charges in connection with the alleged assault. ABC 7 will have a full report tonight at 10 and 11.
Well, 7 is on your side now, tracking new action in the district aimed at fighting back against a jump in violent crime. During a crime walk this afternoon, Mayor Muriel Bowser announcing a plan to add at least 140 new crime cameras. Now, that's a 70% increase to the approximately 200 cameras already in use. The cost of that, about $5 million.
I personally believe it's one of the advances in technology that has been most significant in helping law enforcement.
So as it stands now, Chief Newsham says that detectives are able to get surveillance video in more than 80% of the city's murder cases. And that announcement, though, not directly related, comes right after Friday afternoon's murder of violence interceptor Clarence Venable, known to friends as Sadiq. He was part of a group trained to mediate between gangs. We just checked. So far, police have not made any arrests in his killing.
A 7 on your side alert now for commuters in Prince William County. Police say someone has been stealing catalytic converters from the undercarriage of cars parked at commuter lots. Unfortunately, now, the best defenses, they really aren't easy. It includes getting a car alarm, having your VIN engraved into the catalytic converter, or even having it welded to your car frame. Now, the easy things that you can do, park in a well-lit spot and call police if you see something suspicious.
All right, now to Traffic Watch 7 alert for you, and a warning from Maryland's Transportation Secretary. You're going to want to avoid the Bay Bridge if you can. And that's because construction that has shut down a westbound lane is not going to stop for the holiday rush, which means delays of at least 20 to 30 minutes, but that's on average.
7 is on your side now for holiday travel. Take a look at this. Maryland's Highway Administration tells us the best times to drive in the coming days. You see it right there on your screen. The bottom line is be ready to go early in the morning or late at night to avoid the worst delays. Virginia took a different approach. On your screen is the worst times to drive on roads in our area. For tomorrow, that's basically all day long on interstates. Westbound I-66 will be particularly bad in the afternoon, so take note of that. And things could get very tricky for flights in coming days as well. Stormwatch 7 Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly is tracking all of that for us, and also keeping an eye on some trouble out west, Bill?
Yeah, and that could have an impact locally. Now, when it comes to our local travel conditions, we don't see anything major. We got some showers coming in on Wednesday and some windy conditions on your Thanksgiving Thursday. But in terms of a major weather system here, we don't see it, but that does not mean that we're not going to be impacted. Coming up, I'm going to show you that overall bigger map and where that system is and where it's heading and where we could see those issues. But in terms of this evening, you got 50 here at 6 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, we are at 45 degrees. Fairly mild for this time of year. We're going to get even warmer as we head into the day tomorrow. The warmest we've been in weeks. That and more still ahead as well. Jonathan?
Looking forward to that, Bill. Thanks. Ahead only on 7. You got to stay for this story. Longtime friends who refuse to let Parkinson's disease get in their way of their 50-year friendship out on the golf course. Wait till you see this.
First, though, new accusations that government inaction over a holiday fueled the deadly fire that devastated a community.
Some breaking news just coming to the newsroom. Minutes ago, a federal judge ruled that former White House counsel Don McGahn must testify before Congress, possibly before the impeachment committee. Now, the House sued McGahn back in August, claiming that the Judiciary Committee needed his public testimony about the president's attempts to obstruct the Russia investigation. The White House had claimed he had absolute immunity.
Signs of progress in an effort to ease traffic on I-95 South in Fredericksburg. Video from Skytrack 7 shows the first pilings for the new bridge over the Rappahannock River. That will allow southbound through lanes from exit 133 to exit 130. Now, as part of the construction, though, river access underneath the bridge will be cut off from December 2nd until the spring.
All right, a quick reminder for you as you're getting ready to travel for the holidays. See this here? Not something you want to pack in your carry-on bag. Even if you have a license to carry a gun, leave it at home. The TSA caught this loaded 9mm in a bag on Sunday. The man lost his gun, now faces a hefty fine. This is the 17th gun that's been intercepted just this year, matching the number for all of 2018. So again, guns do not travel. Leave them home.
New tonight, more than 40 insurance companies are suing the government over a 2016 wildfire in Tennessee's Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The lawsuit claims park officials didn't monitor a small fire, letting it grow 8 times its size before responding. Now, it happened during Thanksgiving weekend when most staff was on vacation. The fire killed 14 people and damaged more than 2,000 buildings.
We do want to take a moment tonight to honor those who built a national treasure. That after we learned that Nick Clifford, the last remaining member of the team that carved Mount Rushmore, has died. The 98-year-old ran a jackhammer on the project as a teenager from 1938 until 1940. It took 12 years, nearly 400 workers to carve this iconic symbol that everybody sees it and they know exactly where it is.
Yeah, everlasting gift he left us. Well, still ahead at 6, two friends who have stuck together through all of life's ups and downs.
It's fun playing as jokes. He's a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out driving me and you have Parkinson's disease. I gotta have some humor.
Yeah.
We'll meet the golfers and find out why even 5,000 falls can't keep them off the golf course. Happening now, Howard University is celebrating the life of Congressman Elijah Cummings. Cummings graduated from Howard in 1973. While there, he held many leadership positions on campus, including president of the Howard University Student Association. Items from his Capitol Hill office are being donated to Howard. The congressman died last month.
Tradition continues in Southeast D.C. with the annual turkey giveaway in Ward 8. This started 8 years ago with Marion Barry. D.C. Councilman Trayon White, who took over Barry's council seat, now oversees this program. And the giveaway now takes place at 5 locations. Residents are required to register for a turkey.
Well, for close to 50 years, two local men, Tom Ertz and Joe McGuire, have been playing each other in golf. Several years ago, Ertz was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease.
But that has not stopped these two friends from continuing their nearly lifelong tradition. And our Jay Korf has their story of friendship and resilience.
Oh, that was great.
Playing a round of golf at Blue Ridge Shadows in Front Royal, Virginia has become far more than friendly competition for Tom Ertz and Joe McGuire.
He's a very determined person and a very determined golfer. It's great that he is still out there doing this where we can play together.
I started to play golf with my buddy here, and she still beats me, but today I might beat him.
These old college pals have been playing each other for nearly 50 years. Their favorite moment captured in this 1983 picture at the famed Royal St. George's Golf Club in England.
It's a par 5.
Now, in their late 60s, they play with a renewed enthusiasm.
Shot.
Thanks to a lifelong friendship strengthened even more in recent years.
Oh, yeah, it's in.
Good putt, Tommy.
In 2008, Tom, a longtime public relations expert in the healthcare field, got the diagnosis he suspected.
And I knew I had something wrong with me, so I figured it was probably Parkinson's.
This progressive disease with no known cure began overwhelming Tom.
I had trouble breathing sometimes. I just get short of breath. And I couldn't take any deep breaths, so my diaphragm wasn't working very well, I think. And also, I was exhausted. I was tired. I was going to bed earlier and earlier every night. I was stiff. I couldn't move.
He feared his days of playing golf were over. In 2012, he underwent deep brain stimulation surgery. He says the results were stunning.
It saved my life. This was great. It's great. It feels good.
While Tom feels considerably better, there's much he cannot control. He falls. A lot.
Oh, man. I fell down about 5,000 times the last 3 years. It's,
That many?
Yeah.
Tom has developed prevention techniques. He often carries multiple clubs for better balance. He'll shuffle, stutter step, take longer strides, higher strides, whatever it takes to stay upright, whatever it takes to keep playing.
You only get one life. That's the only life I got. And I had fun doing that, so why don't I do it? Until I can't do it anymore. So I'm going to keep doing it until I can't do it anymore.
And it's Joe's job to follow Tom closely with the cart to ensure that he does as little walking as possible.
The falling down part is very alarming at the beginning, but the first time he did it, he said, "Don't worry about me. I can get up, bounce back up." So by the end of the match, it's like, you know, not even paying attention to him doing that.
It's fun playing as jokes. He's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out driving me and you have Parkinson's disease. I gotta have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
To be clear, Tom wanted us here so the world could witness not a person with a disease playing golf,
I said, yeah, I gotta beat him now. But that tied me up with
but a person determined to thrive in a world that is often arbitrary and unfair.
You know, you try to be there if you can, but he you know, if you ever try to pick him up, he's strong as an ox. So it's he'll get up on his own.
Maybe that's why Tom feels so at home here.
Say, yes, all right. Yes, all right.
With his lifelong pal Joe by his side.
You getting tired? You got some meds due or something to eat, or want that candy bar in there?
I'm fine right now.
Come on, man. Gotta hold together here. Bertie, you're playing pretty good. Must be all the fame, fortune.
Fortunate indeed to realize that the place that makes you feel most alive exists within the richness of friendship, spanning oceans and generations, nestled now in fields of green, where it's okay to fall, knowing someone will be there to pick you up. In Front Royal, Virginia, I'm Jay Korf for ABC 7 News.
What a great story.
Wow.
I mean, the friendship part of it, the resilient part of it, how tough this guy is, and just his joy of life.
And they're so blessed to have found each other.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and he's got a mean swing. Let's just say that.
I love the part he says, you have Parkinson's and you're out driving.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, getting misty-eyed.
Yeah, I know.
Story,
yeah, it's a good
Jay.
tale. And I like you use the word, some of the things that are just so arbitrary in daily life. I mean, it's just ridiculous, you know. It's great, great stuff. All right, so let me show you what's going on. You're heading on out tonight. Weather-wise, we're looking good as we look toward Friendship Heights here along Wisconsin Avenue. Northwest D.C. heading north into Montgomery County. Temperature-wise, it's into the 40s and 50s the next couple of hours. It's cool, it's dry, the winds are light. It's a really nice evening if you're heading on out. Light jacket, I think you're good to go. We're quiet around the mid-Atlantic, but I want to show you our next weather maker that is bringing some snow throughout much of the Rockies, up all the way into parts of Montana, and then back to the west as well. And by itself, you see the blue, that's snow. It doesn't look all that impressive, but this thing is going to move off to the east and get some momentum with it and then tap into some of the moisture from the south. So let me run you through 24 hours starting at 11 o'clock tonight. All the blue here, by the way, is snow. So as I pause this tomorrow at 11 o'clock at night, now look how big the system is relatively speaking. We have some heavy snow throughout parts of Minnesota, over into northern parts of Wisconsin, pushing into the upper peninsula. And then out ahead of it, we see a line of showers and the potential for some thunderstorms in the deep south. We're dry here tomorrow, so I don't expect anything. Lots of sunshine with some increasing clouds tomorrow night. By 11 o'clock tomorrow night, we have plenty of clouds in our area. Then we get into Wednesday morning, and that's when we'll have the impact from it, and it is going to bring us some rain for your morning drive on Wednesday, some southerly winds, but it's not a huge weather maker for us. The cold front itself will still be off to the west until we get into Wednesday later in the day, early Wednesday evening, and then this passes, and by Thursday, what we're going to watch, some dry conditions, but the winds are really going to be increasing on Thursday from the north. So your Thanksgiving looking dry, a few clouds here and there, but a little bit on the windy side. So the local impacts out of this for us. Wednesday, big travel day. Rain showers through about noon. Mild temperatures for us. In fact, I think we're in the 60s on Wednesday. And then the front will cross Wednesday evening, bringing us dry but cooler conditions on Thanksgiving with those gusts of wind, more than 30 miles per hour. Wind chills during the day in the upper 30s and low 40s. So we go from low 60s on Wednesday to low 40s on your Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a big difference there. In terms of your day tomorrow, I mentioned pretty quiet. We should get up into about the 60, 61 degree range during our day tomorrow. A really nice day. Winds are light tomorrow. Great travel conditions locally. If you happen to be heading out west, there could be some issues due to that system out west, but we're going to be keeping our eyes on it. And there it is, put together your Black Friday shopping in the morning. Chilly, 39 degrees with a high of 48. But we expect that day locally to be dry as well. We'll be right back.
A Michigan man's homemade banana mobile was especially appealing to one state trooper.
He took his banana for a ride. The trooper pulling the car over just to check it out. After making sure that everything was legal, the trooper actually gave the driver $20 to help him on his coast-to-coast trip. The driver thanked the trooper, and then he split.
Oh, this is great.
You know what he did? He actually peeled out.
Okay.
He's here all night, folks.
Make sure you tip the staff, all right?
He's going too far.
One more look at the weather?
No, we don't have time.
All right.
All these banana jokes, man.
David Muir is next.
See you back at 11.